Hello guys, Susanna here. Well, I'm back for the July block of the month, and it is a squirrel. So, hi Pam, you'll be very happy that this one is one that I mean I had to do a squirrel, but yeah, I really love how this is looking so far. But what I thought I'd do today, I'm just going to sit down, is I'll show you the ones I've done so far and how I'm going to be turning him into a book and whatnot. So this is the red robin. I've still got to do mine's a little bit different to the one that you done, because I actually gave away the other one. I think it was turned around the other way, but so I need to do a few more little bits of embroidery on here. So that's that, and here is the fabric that I'm going to be using. It's from Tilda on the other side, so I will have that on there like that, and then I'm going to put the tag in here, so then that'll be turned over like this. Oop. Just put those over to one side. I've already got my things. And so this type of fabric, which is very you know, woodsy, matches that. And there's my fox, and this is the frog that I showed everyone, and which everyone got in the kit. I've still got to make this into a booklet for my friend, but this is the frog that I made for myself, because I had this lily pad and all that kind of stuff. So, but I mean, I love them both, and I probably think he turned out a little better, this one, to be honest. But yeah, so that'll go along there like that. So this fabric just seems to match all of them. Matches that. And then the last one I did last month, it just matches all of them. So I thought I'd show you where I'm at, and give you a bit of an idea of what I'm going to be making. On the other side, it even matches this one. So I've got enough. I had a little bit which I bought. It's called the Woodland Collection, which I thought was pretty perfect, and it's actually got little squirrels on there. How cute's that? So actually I might use some of that for the tag. Okay, so I've got all my bits and pieces, and with this month's one, where did I put? Hang 10, I'll be back. Here it is, I found it. Here is the kit that everybody gets. So it's got a couple of pieces. It's got this piece here, which actually is the outlay of the squirrel, so gives you a bit of an idea, because it looks a little bit funny there, but I've actually drawn it in. Where is it? I think I've got my pen on the other side. Inside, that'd be right. Oh well. So so I've got that around the outside. And here's the pattern. It was so big it needed a big place, so this is how it comes, and it's got quite a big piece. I've cut mine down, but once again you'll have, and I've put it into 3. It's quite a big piece. You could probably do 2 with that. It's a vintage doily, and then got all these bits and pieces, and I've got this beautiful fabric, and that's quite a big piece as well, from my local quilt shop, Gail's quilt shop. So I just thought that was so beautiful, I needed that for the squirrel. And then all these bits and pieces, and these are bits. I wanted the squirrel to have a bit of fluff. Where are we? That there, and that's going to go there. Okay, so that'll go that like that. It's going to go around there like this, and that goes there like that. So it's quite a bit of a bulky one, so it'll have to you know, with the postage. So that's what all these little bits and pieces are for. And plus, you know, because I've put this wool in there, it is always a little bit different in different spots. So what we're going to do, of course, this is going to be couched on, and the wool's sort of already been sewn a little bit around it to hold it together, and it was similar wool that I used in the owl one, and it had some green parts and some bit, and so I had to sit there and cut apart. I think I've got 16 kits, and I've probably got enough to make more. So I'll put this stuff aside, because for now I thought I wanted it to be fluffy because it was just a little bit along the boring side. So where's my little, there we go, that. So it's pretty self-explanatory in the kit how it all goes together. When you see it, it'll say, you know, the actual tail will go underneath. There's the body when you cut out the body. Once again, you put it on the heat and bond of Lysafix. You cut out the body and you actually tuck the tail under the body when it goes here, and you also tuck the foot. And then this part here is a chest, which is that little white piece. Put that underneath the arm and over the top of that. In the kits, I also take a photo of the finished product that I've done, so you'll see the outlay, and plus you know, when I'm working on it as well. So there you go. So you've got a little bit of the white for that, and also for around here. There you go. Outer ear, yeah, another ear goes sort of shaped like that, and then it gets tucked in. So on this one, you'll see that you need to sort of draw a line there, and then we're going to do a few tufts and all that kind of stuff. It gives you a bit of detail of how you need to do. There's a line here, and that's the body, so it gives you a bit of a detail. So I'll keep that aside. What I'm going to do with this one, I've actually got some wadding underneath. All of them are going to get wadding, and I was umming and ahhing, do I put the wadding on now or do I put it on after? So this is the bit I've cut down. I don't know, I'll keep that there, and I might just get some pins to hold it down while I'm doing some stitching. I don't want it to move on me. Okay. And I find safety pins seem to be the best for that. You know what? I'm going to cut that. Most of them I've stitched around the outside, but this one I'm just going to leave like that for now. Okay, put that in there. Just holding 3 pieces together, and then once I've done all this, then we can just proceed to do like a little tacking stitch. Really like this squirrel. Okay, where else do we need it? I wonder if I should put one through the body. Probably. There we go. You ain't gonna move, sorry squirrel, I skittled him. Now, should be enough. Okay, so I've got a couple of, I've got this, but I thought I'd keep that for this because it's got more of that colour in there. And so for the actual body of the squirrel, I'm doing this colour here. So it's going to be just Where do we start? Actually, I might start here, because I am going to go on the actual, where the leg meets up with the body. So this way it's holding down both that side and it's just another one of these, because it's got, you know, the glides affix and whatnot on there. It makes it very easy. It's not going to move, which is great. I mean, I've got a really long piece and hopefully it's not coming up to the camera. When it gets a bit smaller, it gets quicker. So I thought I will hold that down, and in that way it gives this part a little bit of definition as well, maybe a little bit. Okay, I have made it closer, but I didn't want to do it too close, because once again my arms are going forward a bit, because it's an unnatural pose. Now, this is not going to be a particularly hard one, but it's a fun one. So how are we all going? Time is flying, I tell you. I hope you're still sticking at the stitchery. After I finish this, I will continue on with the spring. We've done all the other seasons because they've only got the 2 videos, whereas the spring has got a little bit more, because it was a little bit more work. So that's what I like about this. Cute, super easy. And that's coming around the other. See, it's just like a, just catch it along there, which is what I really like. And nice and quick. Put it down and then across. See, this way. So you only got little stipply bits on here, but it catches it underneath as well. Really is a long piece, I tell you. So we're halfway through this month. Still got, I've got 3 kits after this one that I've made. I think the next one might be a snail on a mushroom. It is really cute. It's just something a little bit different. I quite like that one. And then what else have we got? I've got a raccoon, which is rather gorgeous. I had to have a raccoon, that's one of my faves. And I've got a deer. And I've got one that I've already made quite a while ago when I was doing the robin. I actually made the robin initially sitting in a nest, and so I want to do another one with a bird sitting in the nest, but it might be like a bluebird or something. So I've got the nest parts done. Here we go. I'll put this on my Instagram. I've got the nest part done, where I dyed this beautiful lace, and then you get bits and pieces of this sort of stuff, so I'll have to get more of that. And it's my robin, but I would like to do something like this, like a bluebird or whatever. I've got more of this stuff, but have him sitting in, I want something in a nest. I haven't got more of this fabric, and I haven't got more of that either, so I have to find another fabric to get my little nest going. So I've got the actual nest because I dyed the fabric. It looks really nice actually. It's been sitting there for a while. Then what else have I got? I've got the cutest little hedgehog that I want to do as well. I think that's it for the end of the month. Now, what we're going to do on here, you probably can't see it where you are, but the ear, we're here, I'm going to stitch up there, so that'll hold that part down, and then I've got to come back and stitch on there. So just like how I did there, we're stitching here. I mean, because we're doing something, you know, like a block of the month, you know, sometimes I do something a little bit different like the last one, but other times I've got a, you know, it's basically, you know how to stitch it on. It's just a different animal. The difference in this one, it's this paint is going to have a real pretty little edge. So what I might do is turn it around, come back around over there. Oop. Like that. I don't want them too big, and they seem to be coming out a little bit big. Very tempted to do the little tufts while I'm here actually, but I may do that with finer, like maybe a brown, or you know, some finer, maybe with some DMC, just a couple of, like the floss. Okay. Down. I only want little bits. Okay, and get to the bottom here. I'm going to be careful. Not do another one. Okay, now I've drawn and go through the bottom, and I'll start here. I'll go through the back there, and I'm going to do like a running stitch along here, because we need to define that little part, and you may not be able to see, you might be, see I've done it with pencil, just the marks here where that's going, and then I've done that. This was just I think, has it got a mark on there? Or maybe it may not do that, I don't know, see how we go. But it needs to define it a little bit. Okay. I can't believe how long this bit was. It's still pretty long, this piece. That's just a backing stitch. which will catch, and then I am going to go back through here and catch some of those the end bits here. Okay. Okay. You pretty well got the drift of what you need to do when you get to these places, so keep going all the way around, and when you get to these bits here, so with this colour, go along here. I think there's another faint line I can see there. Do similar and do these lines like that, just draw them on there with it, and then sort of go do a back stitch. So I'll pause it for now, and I'm going to go around the tail, and then I'll show you how I do the couching and for the tail. So I will be back. Okay, well, I'm finished to the point of I've done all the stitching around here. I've still got to do the foot. I've done little stripes on here. I've still got to do a little bit more here. On the next video I'll do the around here and there, and maybe a few other bits and pieces, but you can see where I've done it all. So what I want to do, line it up here, is get these bits and pieces. Now there are 3. So there's one, you can see there. I want the fluffiness to sort of go, I think that might have been here on that one, because I wanted that to go here and all the way around down to here, and then this one was going to go there, and then I think this one is going to go around there and down to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue, put a bit of glue, turn this around. Ugh. Okay. Pretty much going to go all the way around. Okay. Might bring it back up a bit. So that we can there we go. Now twist this around a bit. Might be a little bit big, but I think I might just have it sitting in there actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do, where are we? I may just glue, stitch that one. So this has got a brown, and it's now just tied in a knot in here, which is not good. A knot that is not good. That's the trouble when you pre-do stuff. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to cut it off because I really can't be bothered. Yeah. Do a knot in the bottom again. I will start from here, and I'm going to come in. Might be a bit of white fluff on the bottom, just here. Got this string which I may just tuck underneath. There we go. So normally when you do couching, this is put down with another piece of, you know, I've got it in with a another needle, but because it's so thick and fluffy, I don't want that to have that. So you just catch it, and I don't want it bring it in too much. There we go. Just tuck that bit underneath, and then just catch it. White that you can see is the fluff coming from underneath. Typical. Okay. And we're just going to catch it in some places, and I don't want to pull it too tight, because I still want it to have that fluffiness. White is annoying me. So when I pull it over, I'm not pulling it super tight. I don't want it to still keep some of that fluffiness, and it's sticking out a little bit here, but I'm okay with that because the squirrel's tail is fluffy. Okay, might prove a little bit more trickier once we get to this big tufty bit, and because I want to keep it quite big. So we'll see how we go when we get there. Just giving a bit of a more of a 3D element to the piece rather than having it so flat. So be careful not to pull it too tight. Just enough to hold it down between the stitching and the glue. We will have it held down, no worries. Okay. Get a bit quiet when you're busy concentrating on the stitches. Now, so I've got to do it looser again. I really don't want to have it too tight. Might even go on the pieces that are already there. almost like a little braid. You can't really see it, but there's actually pieces in the thing that are already there, so I'm just working with that. Now this is going to be the trickiest part, this last bit. So there we go. So I might go around this one probably twice. There we go. So see, when you're getting towards the top end, they've gotten quite big, starting off here, and then they've gotten quite big. I'm going with the flow of it because I really don't want to flatten it out. Just get a bit of this glue, stick it underneath, and come out. Okay, now I really want more of that fluff to go along here, so I'm just going to do that. Pretty much perfect actually with the where I place the glue and the amount. Now this one I've got a different colour thread. Yep. More of a ready colour, a bit tougher to get through. There we go. Oop. So in the next video, I'm going to I'm going to be doing that and that, and then we're pretty much done. And any other bits and pieces, oh my goodness, it really does make it look like I'm really struggling to get it through, which is, it's not that at all. Catching, still holding that down. Okay. Oh, see, really got to be making sure that you're catching. There we go. Be a little bit tighter on these skinnier ones, but when you get to the thicker fluffy bits, not as tight. Okay. There we go. Hopefully I'm in camera for this, guys. Once again, I've managed to pull some white fluff through. That's the only problem when you have white underneath. You can pull through. Okay, now I'll be going a little bit looser. I don't want to go as tight. Like in the other one, this one's a little bit bigger. A bit more of a bit of an angle. I can actually see the original stitched fabric there. I'm trying to find that little blue bit. Sometimes these things get really hard to pull out. Okay, there we go. This is a variegated thread. I'm picking up some of the red here. Oh, good grief. Oh yes, you've got to be so careful. I've just pulled it all apart. Not good. Okay. I think I am best going over one bit at a time, like that. Okay. Looks like it's got braid in its tail, which is really funny. There we go. Actually, it's made it the fluff go out a little bit further, which is probably not a bad thing because I did need it to go out a little further. Okay. Okay. Get in there. Once I've done this one, I'll glue the other one down and I'll do that off camera. But I'll glue it down with you and I'll do the stitching off camera, which I pretty well might do with this anyway. You get the drift. It gets a little stressful for me when it starts doing this and the camera is on. Yeah, I really don't enjoy filming it when it does that. Okay. Not easy sometimes, but it's always worth it. Okay, finish that off in a minute. Now that last piece is, it's going to go there like that. Give it a bit of an oil. Okay. Not sure. Take that there. There we go. And that will go down there. I'll just whirl that sometimes the best way to do that is to wet it with the saliva. It's amazing how much saliva ends up on your work. Pretty gross, really. Okay, there we go. So I'll just put that one down with that brown, which I've still got stuck underneath there. And then we are going to do the same thing with that. I'm going to put that on there. It's sort of like got a bit of a greeny colour, which I'll put along there so it feels like it's standing on something. Okay, there you go, guys. How cute is that? I love it. Okay, well, I will catch you in the next one. And that will be all finished, and we'll work on this area, so the next one won't be as long as this one. Okay, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. It kind of looks a bit like a chipmunk with this colouring. Okay, I'll catch you later.